Welcome to Lento Business English. Ready to level up your business English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
One introduction. Elon Musk is a well-known person famous for his companies. He had an important job working for the United States government. But then something unexpected happened. He suddenly stopped working at this government job. This was a big surprise for many people who follow the news. Nobody expected him to leave so quickly. His special job was with a new part of the government. This office was created by President Trump. Its name was the Department of Government Efficiency. People often called it by its short name, DOGE. The main goal of DOGE was to make the government work better and spend less money. President Trump himself announced the news that Musk was leaving. He told everyone during a meeting with government leaders. President Trump thanked Elon Musk in front of everyone. He said Musk did a great job and helped the country save money. He called Musk a patriot, someone who loves their country. He also mentioned that Musk worked very hard. Elon Musk also spoke. He thanked President Trump for giving him the opportunity. He said it was an honor to do the job. He also thanked the other people he worked with in the government. The goodbye between the president and Musk seemed friendly and polite. However, this news had an effect on money matters, especially for Musk's car company, Tesla. Tesla makes popular electric cars. After the news came out, the value of Tesla shares went down. Shares are like small pieces of a company that people can own. When people buy and sell these shares, the price can go up or down. On the first day of May, the price of Tesla shares fell about 5%. This fall canceled out some small price increases from before. It was not just Tesla that had problems. The whole stock market saw prices go down on that day. The stock market is where shares from many different companies are bought and sold. Important lists that show the market's health, like the Dow Jones and the S&P 500, also showed losses. Experts said investors felt worried. They worried about Musk leaving his government role. They also worried about new government rules about trade between countries. Elon Musk leaving the government job seemed fast. Just a short time before, he said he would spend less time on the job, not leave it completely. This story will look closely at Elon Musk's short time working for the government. We will explore why he took the job, what work he did at DOGE, and the reasons why he decided to leave so suddenly. We will also learn more about the impact on his company, Tesla, and the wider stock market. 2. A new job. President Trump made a new part of the government in January 2025. He used a special order to create it. The full name was the Department of Government Efficiency, but people often called it DOGE. This new office was important. Its main job was to help the government save money. DOGE needed to look for ways the government spent too much money. Then it had to stop the extra spending. President Trump said DOGE would cut waste. President Trump needed a good leader for DOGE. He decided Elon Musk was the right person for this big job. So Elon Musk started working for the government. He was a special government employee. This type of job was different. It did not need approval from the Senate. The Senate is a group of leaders who usually approve important government jobs. President Trump thought Musk, who was good at business, could help the government spend less money. President Trump showed everyone that he supported Elon Musk. In March 2025, the president gave an important speech to Congress. Congress is another part of the government that makes laws. Elon Musk was there listening. During his speech, President Trump pointed to Musk. He thanked him in front of all the people. The president said Musk was working very hard for the country. He also said that DOGE, with Musk as its leader, would find and stop terrible waste in government spending. He mentioned examples like money spent helping other countries or for studies. Elon Musk started his new government job quickly. He had a lot of energy. His main task was to look very closely at many government offices and programs. He needed to find places where the government spent money it did not need to spend. President Trump gave Musk and the team he chose a lot of power to do this. They could change how government offices were organized. Musk and his team had the authority to make big changes. They could reduce the number of people working for the government. They could cut government jobs. They could also stop agreements the government had with companies if they thought these agreements cost too much money or were not useful. Musk wanted to find and cut billions of dollars that the government was spending. His goal was to make the government smaller and more efficient. This new job gave Elon Musk a lot of power over the government. But Musk was not chosen by the people in an election. The president chose him. This worried some people. They asked questions. Was it okay for one person who was not elected to have so much control? Could this businessman make big changes that affected many people and important services? People wondered if he had too much power. They also worried because the Senate did not approve his job. They discussed if his actions followed the country's rules. 3. Making changes. Elon Musk started his work at the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, very fast. He wanted to make changes quickly. Soon after starting, his team sent a big message to many government workers. The message said workers had to choose. They could agree to work in new, faster ways, or they had to leave their jobs. Many workers did not agree or were told to leave. More than 50,000 government workers lost their jobs. Musk's teams went into different government offices to look at how they spent money. These teams looked very closely at spending. For example, they visited USAID. USAID is an office that gives help to other countries. Musk's team asked for all the computer information from USAID. Later, Musk wrote online that he was getting rid of USAID's information. He compared it to putting wood into a machine that cuts it into small pieces. Musk often spoke about cutting government rules and slow ways of working. This slowness is sometimes called bureaucracy. At one big meeting, Musk brought a real chainsaw onto the stage. He held it up and said the chainsaw was for cutting bureaucracy. He wanted to show he was serious about making big cuts. He did not want to make small changes. He said his plan was to remove whole parts of the government, not just make them smaller. His teams made lists of hundreds of government programs they wanted to stop. These included programs about diversity in workplaces and programs that gave help to other countries. Following Musk's plans, DOGE closed some government offices very quickly. They also stopped many programs suddenly. Because of this, many more government workers lost their jobs. Musk said that all these changes saved the government a lot of money. He claimed the savings were around $150 billion, but these big changes happened very fast. This made many people worried. Some experts asked if Musk had the legal power to make such large changes without agreement from the country's leaders in Congress. People started legal actions in court to try and stop some of Musk's plans. Also, more than 20 technology workers left their government jobs together. They wrote a letter saying the cuts could harm important services used by millions of people. 4. Problems begin. Musk wanted to change things very fast at the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. But soon his plans started to have problems. Not everyone liked his ideas or the speed of the changes. The courts began to stop some of his big actions. For example, one judge stopped Musk's plan to close USAID completely. USAID is the government office that helps people in other countries. The judge said Musk maybe did not have the legal power to order this big change. A key reason was that the Senate, a part of the government, did not officially approve Musk for his job. This was a big challenge to Musk's power. Then, another court also stopped a different plan. This plan was to remove large numbers of government workers from their jobs very quickly. These court decisions showed that Musk could not just do everything he wanted. Many government workers were also unhappy with Musk and his team. They did not like the fast changes being forced on them. They worried about how these changes would affect important government services that help many people. In March, this unhappiness became very clear. More than 20 technology workers decided to leave their jobs at the same time. These workers helped with important government computer systems. They wrote a letter together explaining why they left. They said they did not want to help Musk's team harm important public services. They believed the cuts could break computer systems that millions of Americans needed every day. These workers leaving showed that experienced people inside the government did not agree with Musk's methods. Musk also created problems for himself when he got involved in local politics. There was an important vote for a judge position in the state of Wisconsin. Musk decided to support one person in the election. He gave a very large amount of money, $25 million, to help this person win. But this plan did not work. The person Musk supported lost the election badly. This loss made even more people ask questions about Musk's role in the government. It suggested that many people did not like his actions or his influence. Because of all these issues, the problems with the courts, the workers leaving their jobs, and the failed political plan in Wisconsin, people began to think Musk's job at DOGE was not going well. Was he really saving money, or was he just causing trouble? News reports started to talk about the possibility of Musk leaving DOGE. There was discussion that he might leave his government job early before his planned end date. The White House told reporters that Musk planned to stay until his job finished in late May. But all these difficulties made his future in the government job seem less certain. The fast changes he had started were now causing many problems. 5. News from Musk. It was late April. Elon Musk had an important meeting online. He spoke to people who invest money in his company, Tesla. These people are called investors. The meeting was an earnings call. Companies use these calls to tell investors about their business and money. They talk about how much money they earned or lost. On April 22nd, during this online call, Musk shared some big news. He announced a plan to change his work schedule soon. He said that starting in May the next month, he would spend much less time working for the government at DOGE. He explained he would significantly reduce his time there. This news was very important for Tesla. Musk's famous electric car company was facing problems. Information showed the company was not doing as well as before. Tesla sold fewer cars than it did during the same time last year. Also, the company's profit dropped a lot. Profit is the money a company keeps after paying all its costs. In the first 3 months of the year, Tesla's profit fell by 71%. This was a very large decrease. Many people were worried. Investors were concerned. Many investors believed that Musk's government job at DOGE was part of the problem. They worried he was too busy with his government work. They felt he could not lead Tesla properly because of his DOGE job. They thought his focus on the government was hurting the car company. Investors wanted Musk to put all his attention back into Tesla. The company needed his help, especially now with these difficulties. They felt his government role was a big distraction. So, Musk's announcement on the earnings call made many investors feel better. It was the news they wanted to hear. When he said he would spend less time at DOGE, they felt hopeful. They saw it as a sign that Musk understood Tesla needed him. Because of this, the price of Tesla's stock went up a little bit right after his announcement. Stock is small parts of a company that people buy and sell. This small price rise showed that investors were pleased with his decision to focus more on his company. Musk himself suggested that this change was necessary. His words showed he knew Tesla required his full attention. The company needed its leader back to handle its current challenges. This news was the first clear signal to everyone that Musk was planning to step away from his government job. He was starting to move his focus back to the business world and his company, Tesla. 6. Time to leave. Elon Musk went to an important meeting at the White House on April 30th. It was a meeting with President Trump and his cabinet team. Many important government leaders were in the room. This meeting was special for Musk because it was his last official meeting for his DOGE office job. He came to say goodbye. Musk wore something funny to the meeting. He put 2 red hats on his head, one hat sitting on top of the other hat. He made a joke about it. "Even my hat has a hat," he said to everyone. President Trump smiled and laughed. The president said Musk was the only person who could wear 2 hats like that and still look good. President Trump spoke to Musk in front of all the leaders. He thanked Musk many times for his hard work at DOGE. "We all want to thank you for your help," President Trump said. He told Musk that he gave up a lot to do the job. "You really have sacrificed a lot," Trump said. The president also mentioned that some people treated Musk very unfairly during his time working for the government. But President Trump praised Musk's results. He said Musk did a wonderful job helping the government save money. President Trump told everyone that Musk helped cut about $150 billion from government spending. Musk smiled when he heard this. He made another joke. He said the number was maybe even bigger now, perhaps $160 billion. Many people in the room clapped their hands for Musk. Musk seemed happy with the president's kind words. Then it was Musk's turn to speak. he thanked President Trump and the cabinet members. "It's great to work with you," Musk said simply. "I just want to say thank you, everyone." He also added that it was a great honor for him to have the government job. He felt proud to serve. President Trump also said he understood why Musk needed to leave DOGE. He knew Musk had another very important job. The president said Musk needed time to get back home to his cars. This was a friendly way to talk about Musk's company, Tesla. Everyone knew that Tesla needed its main boss back to help the company. The feeling in the meeting room was very positive and friendly. The goodbye seemed polite and warm. President Trump wished Musk good luck for the future. This meeting was the official end of Musk's work with the DOGE office. His government job lasted a little more than 4 months. Now he was free to put all his energy back into his company, Tesla. The goodbye inside the White House looked smooth and respectful. 7. Worries about money. After Elon Musk left his government job at DOGE, things did not get better for his company, Tesla. The price of Tesla shares went down again. When Musk first said he would spend less time at DOGE, the share price went up a little. But on May 1st, the day after his goodbye meeting at the White House, Tesla shares fell about 5%. This fall removed the small gain from before. The problems were not only for Tesla. The whole stock market in the United States went down too. Big groups of shares like the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 also lost value that day. People who watch the market closely, called experts, said there were 2 main reasons for this. They said investors felt worried. One reason was Musk leaving his government job completely. The other reason was new government rules about trade. President Trump announced new tariffs. Tariffs are like extra taxes on things brought into the country. These new tariffs were on cars imported from other places. This news made people in the car business nervous, including those interested in Tesla. Many experts believed Musk's time working for the government hurt Tesla. They thought his work at DOGE damaged Tesla's public image, sometimes called its brand. One expert said Musk's political work hurt his brand. They worried this problem might continue for a long time. Another expert even called the situation a disaster for the company. Tesla already had money problems before Musk officially left DOGE. We learned earlier that in the first 3 months of the year, the company made much less money than the year before. Its profit went down by 71%. Tesla also sold fewer cars than people expected. Because of all these things, investors were still worried about Tesla's future. Big banks also gave warnings. They said Tesla might continue to have problems selling cars and making enough money. Over the last few months before Musk left DOGE, Tesla's share price had already dropped a lot, by about 30%. Some investors hoped Musk would now focus only on Tesla and fix the problems. But the falling stock price on May 1st showed that many people were still unsure. They worried about the new trade rules, the company's past money problems, and the possible damage to Tesla's name. Investors needed to see real proof that Tesla could grow and make good money again before they felt sure about its future. 8. Looking ahead. Elon Musk finished his job working for the government at the DOGE office. His time there made big changes and people talked a lot about his work. Some people think he did well. They say he found ways the government wasted money and helped to stop it. President Trump thanked Musk for finding these savings. This helped President Trump show his supporters he was changing things in the government. Other people think Musk's work caused problems. They point to the many government workers who lost their jobs. They also talk about government programs that stopped, which maybe helped people. There were problems like courts stopping his plans and government workers leaving their jobs. These workers said Musk's changes hurt important services. So, opinions about Musk's government work are very different. Now Elon Musk is spending his time working at his company, Tesla, again. People who own parts of Tesla, called investors, hope this is good for the company. They want Musk to give all his attention to Tesla. The company has some difficulties. It sold fewer cars recently and it made less money. The price of Tesla shares also went down. Some investors worry that Musk's government job made people think less positively about the Tesla name. Tesla also faces other challenges, like new government rules on trade and more companies making electric cars. Investors hope Musk can solve these problems, but it will take time. Tesla needs to show people it can grow and make good money again. What will happen to the DOGE office now is not known. The government has not said if it will continue its work or if other offices will do its job. Musk probably will not work there anymore, but maybe he will still give some ideas. This story shows how business, government actions, and the money markets are all connected. When a famous business person works for the government, it can change things for their company. Government decisions can affect company share prices. What happened with Elon Musk, DOGE, and Tesla shows these connections clearly.